super highways, coast to coast.
Easy to get anywhere. On the transcontinental overload. Just slide behind the wheel.
How does it feel?
And there's no destination that's too far.
Somewhere on the way, you might find out who you are. Living in America.
Eye to eye, station to station. Living in America. Hand in hand, across the nation.
Living in America.
Got to have a celebration. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh!
That was fun. All right. I hope that all went through, right? Yep, our mic is on. Good morning. Welcome, friends, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Happy Independence Day, live from the United States in my bedroom. My name is Joey. Welcome. Hello, Big J. Hello. Happy Independence Day. I think we were all off key a little bit there, but we had to adjust the pitch there. That could still get flagged. Who knows? We'll see. But nonetheless, that was a fun moment. I'm curious to see how that sounded when we play it back.
I was kind of off there.
Yeah, I was kind of off too. That was not the best of my performances. Plus, I'm not used to doing a cover live. You are watching on the Network of Sports Entertainment, NOS. This is Backyard Baseball 2001 on a special Independence Day special. My name is Joey. Sometimes I play games. Sometimes I play them on holidays. I'm joined by Tabitha, by Tanya, and by Jake Summer. Gary has the day off. Big J enjoyed the song. Thank you, Big J. We appreciate that. And that's right. So we are here and we are ready to play some ball. Everyone's got their festive garb on. I can't help but notice Jake Summer has taken his festive garb to, on a scale of 1 to 10, like an 8,000. So we will get to that. But Gary gets the day off because, he's old and he has a family, unlike, us. So let's get started.
Jeremy, I want to clear up that I do have a family. I have 2 pets. I have a cat named Ginger Ale and a turkey named Wilma.
Sorry, I forgot. Oh, that chat logo is bugging me. It's bouncing around on your version of the screen.
Can you please fix it? Okay. There you go. Beautiful. All right. Hey, I'm just going to take initiative and actually read the starting lineups for our Bombers who stink, but I think today is going to be the day. Okay. Leading off. We're in Steel Stadiums again. Do we want to switch anything? Yeah, let's switch because we need Fast Girl in the corner. Okay. I'm in the corner. Watch. Okay. Vicky Kawaguchi leads off in left field. Luann Louis is in right, our speedsters. Them have, oh no, I'm looking at their thing. Oh no, Luann's speed is low. Uh-oh. Okay, we gotta keep that in mind. Put her in center. Okay, Sydney Weber is batting third in right, or should she? Because remember last time she had those powers. Oh, we're gonna lose. Billie Jean Blackwood is hitting fourth. She stinks right now. Put Annie there and put, Kenny is on the mound. Stephanie Morgan batting 7th at short. Ricky Johnson batting 8th at third. And Terry Bones. We're going to lose this game. Okay, I love the positiveness, the positivity from you. And let's let Mr. Colonial Boy over here. You have a lot of explaining to do for your outfit. It's called being festive, okay? And I mean, I'm glad you guys wore stuff too. But why is Ken Griffey on the... Okay. All right, so leading off at third is Brett Olson for the Brewers. Lorelei IK. Oh gosh, she has a lot of batting. It's a catcher. Batting third and center is Ken, the computer child animated version of Ken Griffey Jr. I don't know why that's okay. Jeremy Burnitz bats fourth in right. And batting fifth, Ezra Travolta at short. Batting sixth is Butch Sherrod at first. Batting seventh and left, Nate Kowalski. Batting at second in the 8th spot is Mary Riley, and pitching on the mound is Chrissy Mulligan, who's ready for some baseball.
I'm not. And I am, but I'm not at the same time. Let's get crazy, folks. It is the special 4th of July special. We are not going to be having a Saturday morning special this weekend. I explained in the post, there's going to be a lot of stuff going on in my life. Let's turn those kids down. They are right in my ear. Chrissy Mulligan faced Vicky Kawaguchi. Here's the first pitch of the game, right down the middle for strike one, right on time at 10 after 11 a.m. from the area where America was invented. Technically, I do not live in Philadelphia, but we're just like splitting hairs. If I make a couple turns off my street, I'm back in Philadelphia. So I mean, like really, like who cares except Philadelphians. 1-1 pitch to Vicky is inside for strike two, 1-2. The Bombers came very, very close to a win in their last game. A ball that was just short of a home run and a ball that is swung at for strike three, and we have the first out of the morning. Get used to this, everybody. Luann Louis on a cold day comes up next, but I kind of still have confidence in her speed. Let's just see what happens.
This one's for you.
It's not even cold out.
No, it's not, but that's not the point. First pitch to win, strike one.
Like, I could go in the pool and be comfortable.
Yeah, we all could. On the slow pitch, contact, pop up to the right side. Luann is still moving pretty well, but it's not going to be enough to get this as a base hit. On a normal day, she is probably safe. Sydney Weber comes up, and we erroneously credited the deep fly ball in the last game that almost went out to Billie Jean Blackwood, because we know she's done it before. First pitch to Sydney, high outside for ball one. It was Sydney, because Sydney had a hot day and had a boost to her batting, and she got it as far as you could to the left field corner. She swings at this 1-0 pitch for strike one. As far as you could down that left field line and not hit a home run. There's that notorious log in left field, pitch high and inside for a strike. These pitchers are really just painting the edges. 1-2 to Sydney. That has nice sound to it. It's hit to left field, left center. It's going to drop for a base hit, and Ken Griffey Jr., Kenny Jr., whatever you want to call him, you know it's not the real one, had to dive for that. There probably would have been a chance to relay, but the Bombers have their first hit of the morning.
Looking for a kind
Happy
hit here,
4th of
pitcher.
July, everybody. Sorry for our off-key notes there.
Yeah, it's America, though. It's fine. First pitch to Andy Frazier's in for strike one. That's one of the more forgotten songs, James Brown, Living in America, when it comes to patriotic songs. And rest in peace, James Brown, a tapper in front of the plate. The catcher's fast. Both of them have some speed. Annie was very close to beating that out, but it is the final out at the top of the first, and we have no score. One hit, no runs, no surprises. So, Jake, you want to tell us about your outfit there?
This is leftover from the school play, and I just thought it'd be appropriate for today.
It's appropriate, that's certain. It's festive. It's just, I think any time you see someone in 2024 with a powder wig, it's something. A bunt attempt, Terry Bone is able to collect it quickly and throw on to first for the out as that speedster was going there. Lorelai Ikaye, I believe that's how it is. You know, there's so many notorious NPC names in this game. She swings at the first pitch. It's popped in the middle infield. Stephanie traps it, throws on to first in time for the second out.
Oh, easy for me.
And she says, just like her daddy did.
What?
Who was talking that whole time? Both of you just sounded like me. Sometimes I don't know. What, you guys do impressions?
Just, again, everyone at home knows what's going on here.
Yeah, I know, but it's kind of like with Santa Claus. Like, I know Santa isn't real, but it's just like fun to still pretend Santa's real. Oh boy, okay, if you don't have Pablo, the next best thing is the Backyard Baseball 2001 version of Ken Griffey Jr. Swings and misses the first pitch for strike one. This is not the Cincinnati Reds. Typically, these teams only have the pro players that were featured on that team in real life, but I guess because Ken Griffey is so good, they felt, oh, we need to include him. This is a liner to the opposite side, a base hit, and Ken Griffey Jr. is going to easily make it the first hit of the game for the Brewers. He's followed by Jeremy Burnitz. This guy actually did play for the Brewers in real life. And we're back at Steel Stadium, infamous, iconic Steel Stadium, the shallow center field, the pool in left field. And we were here Memorial Day weekend where Gary Nuts was just miserable. A ground ball to third base, and Ricky actually throws on to second to get the fielder's choice, or to get the out second. No runs on one hit, no errors. And we go to the second inning.
I think Jake has a nice outfit. Thank you, Tabitha.
Part this one.
Yeah, I'm fine with just the, normal, low key. Billie Jean Blackwood takes the first pitch for strike one.
Well, you're not me, so tough beans. Tough beans.
Ball low on the outside edge.
I like that. Tough beans.
Yeah. 1-1 to Billie Jean. She's going to look at this. And that's a strike. That's outrageous.
Yeah, some of these pitches you just can't do anything with.
And especially considering who we were working with here. And then that's a strikeout. So, you can't win. Now, that was a ball inside. That was brutal. First out of the inning for the Bombers, for the, for the Brewers on defense.
Yeah, this is a doozy.
Kenny Kawaguchi steps in. The first pitch, a strike to the K-Man. Used to getting those Ks himself. My cooling pad isn't on. Now 1-1. Hang on. We need that to be on. Ball 2 to Kenny, 2-1. Kenny, who has not done much at the plate, but that's not what we're expecting of him. We're expecting him to pitch, so kind of got to take the good with the really, really bad. Swings on a pitch on the outside for a 2-2 count. 0-35 on the year, and you're kind of just hoping that he has enough speed. He does have an interesting speed stat in the game, and Chrissy Mulligan with a little Hawk-Tua on that thing on the spitball fouled off 2-2. Yeah, I just said that. While it's still somewhat of irrelevant. Another Hawk-Tua. This one is fouled, and that's unfortunate because if that were a base hit, you would probably have a power-up pitch from that. Count still alive, 2-2 on Kenny. And a swing and a miss, strike 3 on a pitch on the inside. But knowing how this game has gone, that probably would have been a strike no matter what. That brings up Stephanie Morgan, the shortstop.
The mid-stop.
Good one.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep my eye on the ball and knock the cover off of it.
That's what she claims. But we all know how this is probably going to go. Hitting 114 on the season, and this is just a terrible day to be a... Wow, that sounded really good. To right field, Burnitz is coming over, and it's all for nothing as he makes the catch. That sound effect sounded great. No runs, no hits, no errors, no surprises. And we go now to the bottom of the second for John Travolta's niece or something, Ezra Travolta.
I'm a little nervous how fast this game is moving.
Yeah, but again, it's probably a good thing. It is a holiday. It is the 4th of July, Independence Day. There is a parade that happens nearby where I am, so if we hear any noise coming in from the outside, that's what it is. I'm not shutting that window. I need to be able to breathe. So, yeah.
Yeah, breathing's good, especially when you need to.
Hot take of the year there from Tanya. Thank you. 0-2 on Travolta. She takes a called pitch. Called strike 3. A called pitch. Strike 3.
What are you guys' plans for later?
This.
Well, come on, gotta have better plans than that. Come on now. It's 4th of July.
I'm rooting for the other
Stuff related to the channel. Tomorrow is going to be, this weekend's going to be a big, busy day for me. Butch Sherrod comes in and swings the first pitch for strike 1. Yeah, big weekend coming up, and that's why it was just easier to do this today. And it seemed as though we got a lot of people who joined in on Memorial Day weekend, so why not do this on Independence Day?
Whoops, sorry.
0-2 from Kenny on Butch Sherrod. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. As Big J just says K. Nate Kowalski steps in, and a power-up juice is here. That's great. Popped up on the first pitch. Kenny just taking a few movements to his right and makes the catch for the final out. And 2 innings have come and gone with no runs, no hits, no errors, surprises on the inning.
Here's not a surprise right here.
So what was the play that you did?
I'm gonna try to make it.
It was basically before Hamilton became so popular, it was essentially that without hip hop, without music, and it was just straight retention. It was basically a reenactment of the Declaration of Independence,
Was Alexander Hamilton involved in the Declaration of Independence?
I don't remember.
I don't either. I don't feel like looking it up right now. Ricky Johnson took those first few pitches and now has a 2-1 count. Big J said K, and Tommy G. Anderson said L. I'm going to assume that that's an L because that's the next letter in the alphabet. Ricky Johnson swings and fouls 2-2. The why are you betting lines? I mean, we're confident in Kenny Kawaguchi's ability to pitch, but not the Bombers' ability to score. Tapper on the left side. This should be an easy out. Throw to first is in time. Ricky a few steps short of making it safe.
Watch and learn.
Get ready, guys. Watch and learn.
Terry Bone comes up, the worst person known in existence, and a laugher ball, silly ball, whatever they call that, on the outside for ball one. The why are you betting lines? Yeah, under 3.5. I mean, but knowing that we're at Steel Stadium, you probably could have increased that. Another silly ball, this time in there, inside edge for strike one to the worst character I ever made, and I can't wait till we don't do this anymore. Hooker low for... You just said hooker. I didn't mean it that way, but you know, just like Terry Bone has a 3-2 count.
I'm keeping the alphabet train going, guys.
Thank you, Tanya. I'm glad we could rely on you for that. Full count, not a full count, but it doesn't matter. It's a walk now. It's a 3-1 pitch. Terry Bone is on base, and I'm pretty sure he'll not score.
Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Let's sing that one next time. I can do it right now. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. La 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 la.
Well, actually sounded pretty good at the end there, Tanya, except for the fact that you couldn't remember Street Light People, or Street Light People, whatever it is now. I'm forgetting it. But that falsetto was pretty at the end. 1-1, the count to Vicky Kawaguchi with a runner on second. The turtle that is Terry Bone pitches inside for a ball. And again, you know, we talk about trying to work walks. The thing is, the Bombers could very well be eliminated from postseason contention today. And like Mulligan is all over the place right now. Keep throwing. And we'll have to come to a decision later whether or not we want to play out the rest of these games. And now Vicky works a full count. Or if we want to reset it. I don't want to stop the Backyard Baseball streams because these have been a lot of fun. But I can't in good consciousness make these kids play and make these characters sit through a game that there is no postseason contention for this team. A weak pop-up in the middle of the diamond. Terry Bone's going to be out. We expected that, and Vicky Kawaguchi makes it safe on a fielder's choice now with 2 outs. And Luann Louis at the plate, but a Luann Louis that is off today on her speed, which is her most, you know, precious asset. Let's see what this catcher's arm looks like. The first pitch to Louis is called strike, and that catcher can't throw. At least right there she couldn't. Let's keep that in mind. An 0-1 count. Let's see what happens. You want to go for the steal again? At least see if this arm is not a fluke. This might be the only way we get a run. Swing and a miss on a pitch on the outside. And okay, all right. This catcher is having some trouble throwing. Now we can't steal home, so that's a problem. But this is really good information to have going forward. Yeah, because we need some way to score runs. Let's see if we can move it to the right side. But again, the problem is Luann does not have the same speed she always does. Chopper right side. Is it going to stay fit? Nope, it won't. It'll go foul. But even then, you know, we're hitting the ball to the right side. But because we have 2 outs, it's not like we can get like a sacrifice out of it. Another 0-2 to Luann Louis. That one is outside for ball 1. Good eye. Good eye for her, for you. Yes. The 1-2 is inside for a ball. That was close. That was close. And actually, a walk wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. But runs also sound really, really good as well. Swung on a miss, strike 3, and yeah, but that's what it's expected. One hit on the inning. No, there was actually no hits. It was a walk, and the alphabet train continues in the chat. I mean, that should help the metrics somewhat, right?
Anything helps, even if someone like came in and like said you're poop.
We haven't had, we haven't really had a negative comment yet. That first pitch is line to the middle for Stephanie to get. I didn't even have to do anything. Chrissy Mulligan comes up now. And I say that at the risk that, we're going to start getting, haterade poured all over us. I think anytime we've gotten some sort of negative comment, it's been with all, good fun. And, I know that day will come. Vicky Kawaguchi gets that pop-up into left field and makes the catch for the second out. And this game is moving a bit, which, is a good thing on a holiday. But we're pretty much halfway through regulation in this one. Tanya, are you serious? Well, we got our first your poop comment. And according to Jake, that will help the algorithm. The darn algorithm. Brett Olson bunts it, and he's moving. I remember that kid. Oh, I remember that kid. That's the final out of the inning. That's the kid who scored that walk-off touchdown against us in backyard football. He was on the Bombers of that game.
I'm gonna smash the ball out of here.
And you can hear my squeaky chair in the background. All of us with these terrible chairs that the network provides us. Cowboy Amos Payne, you want to spend a few more bucks? Zigzag pitch in there for strike one. Here's another one. Swing at it. Drop it. Come on, get in. If she can beat it out, it's a power at bat. She makes it safe, and there's a power at bat that we can't use until the 10th inning. Tanya!
Yeah, say it again. Tanya!
It's so funny with you, Tanya, because, you're... okay, you are self-absorbed, but you do it in, such a sweet manner.
I know. That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about, indeed. Annie Frazier takes a pitch in there for strike one. Now 1-1 on the count. And you know what? Let's take a chance. If you change your mind, I'm the first in line. Honey, I'm still free. Sydney Weber steals. There's a runner on second, and there is no outs. But can we possibly score a run? Doom, 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 doom. If you're all alone, gonna get copyright flagged for singing 2 songs on today's live stream. But I gotta spice it up because this is boring when your team can't score or do anything. This could be a double play. The ground ball was... oh, God.
This is why you don't sing during a stream.
I'm gonna park this
Shut
one in the bleachers, you hear?
Jake?
I liked it. Yeah, shut up, Tyler.
2 outs are recorded on the play, but we have a power-up bat, which could come into play later. Again, our rule has been, and it almost doesn't matter at this point, because we want to make this as challenging for us as possible. We decided that we wouldn't use those bats until the 10th inning, because what ended up happening is Kenny Kawaguchi pitches so well that the games would go to the 10th inning. So I'm going to miss strike 3 by Billie Jean Blackwood. Yep. To be expected. 1 hit on the inning. Even though there was a stolen base, there was a double play, and that takes us to the bottom of the 4th inning for Lorelei Ikaye, E-I-E-I-O. That sounded meaty, but it's going to stay in the park. Luann, Vicky, which one wants it? Vicky comes in from left field to make the catch for the first out of the inning. Ken Griffey steps in. The computer child animated version of Ken Griffey Jr. steps in. As you were watching it's not the Saturday morning special, it's the 4th of July special. Make sure you get your glizzies in order and all that stuff. And enjoy your holiday. Dan taking a little pause right here, shakes off his pitcher. Again, I would shake off Terry Bone for anything, honestly. I don't know if this ever made a difference in the game, but you can shake off your pitcher. Kenny gets...
Yay. What do you guys want on your hot dogs?
I like ketchup and mustard, together. Relish, I've been warming up to relish lately, but some raw onions are good.
You don't do kraut?
No, I'm not much of a kraut guy.
Yeah, especially because the name Sour is in it. More like disgusting, Kraut.
Disgusting, Kraut. That was not clever whatsoever. Jeremy Burnett steps in and 0 for 1 today. Takes the first pitch for a strike. And I see we still got the alphabet train going on in the chat. I don't know how much of an occurrence that's going to be, but I end up doing that too when people just respond K to me. Like, I'm just like, yep, L, and then keep it going as long as you can. But then the other person actually keeps up with it, and it gets exhausting. Strikeout on Jeremy Burnett. And that will take us to the 5th inning. A fast moving game.
Okay, pitcher,
And
give me
we
one
are
right
now
over the center.
in the top of the 5th. Pitch ball 1 to Kenny. You guys gonna watch fireworks later?
It would be like treasonous not to. Oh, speaking of hot dogs, you guys saw that I have like the great hot dog debate solved. Yeah, you put up like a short. Yeah. Ball. Yeah, it makes sense when you look at the dictionary definition of sandwich, and yeah, you're right. It's 2 slices of bread.
Yep, and you know, even without the definition, I would still go to my grave saying that a hot dog is not a sandwich. It's a hot dog. Oh, we repeated the W in that chat. Tommy acknowledging it. Full count now on Kenny Kawaguchi, and again, we will happily take a walk. These guys aren't going to hit a ball out of the ballpark. Anyone who's joining for the first time, the theme of this team is this team have the lowest power ratings, and the pitcher is going to take it, and Kenny beats it out. The pitcher picked it up and ran to first, and Kenny just had a little bit more speed. And so the Bombers have a leadoff base runner. In fact, the past 2 games, they haven't had problems getting runners on.
It's just the big S word.
Okay, I'm just gonna
Scoring.
keep my eye on the ball and not the
Oh, I thought you were
cover
going to say something else. Nah. We try not to do that on this channel.
And if we do, we bleep it. Stephanie swinging at the first pitch, thinking she's going to do something with it, and it is a strike. Strike 1. Well, it's strike because it's a foul. How about we try this catcher's arm again? She's been butt juice. The catcher has been butt juice. Taken for a strike. Okay, now she wants to get an arm, and I'm just going to go back just in case. Just in case. Because you never know. 0-2 count on Stephanie, and let's see what happens next. Tapper on the ground. Kenny could at least get to second. Now it's going to be ruled foul after the catcher picks it up. Yeah, indeed. So I'm going to miss strike 3, not a surprise. Even Cal Ripken has his bad days, I suppose, which is a funny thing that is a piece of dialogue in here, considering Cal Ripken is in the game.
The computer animated version of Cal Ripken.
Okay, I'm gonna hit this one, okay?
That's what he says.
That's what it says, but does he do it? I don't know. Ooh, fireball on the outside. Complete waste of a pitch right there to use that on Ricky Johnson. But I don't know if low energy on these pitchers will do us any good or any bad or either in between. Ricky takes a strike, and now this catcher is deciding she wants to throw. And Kenny is not fast enough where I'm willing to take that chance on a play that is that close. Ricky Johnson 0-34 on the year. No surprises there.
My talk show comes back tomorrow.
About time. You haven't done an episode in like forever.
Well, yeah, you had like the 100 special and stuff. Like, the stuff got in the way. Happy Independence Day, Nia C. Oh my goodness, another fireball.
Another fireball indeed. Hell, happy Independence Day to you and to everyone, regardless of where you are joining us from, because it is still the 4th of July, no matter where you are. Contact, believe it or not, contact. That's actually a good piece of hitting by Ricky Johnson, except for the fact that it's going to be a double play. I take every word I just said about Ricky Johnson back. There's a hit on the inning, but it's ruled out by a double play. Ezra Travolta leads off the bottom of the 5th, and first pitch is ball 1.
I find that taunt so interesting. Y'all swing play. Oh, the alphabet train is in. JB Dixon, hello. Ricky, go to the shed. Is that Gary texting?
No, I don't think Gary Nuts would be Big J. But yeah, Gary, I hope you're enjoying your day off. You do deserve it. You're like 1,000,000 years old, even though you're not. And I know the wife and the kids and the grandkids probably have some fun planned today as Travolta's down 1-2. I do enjoy when Gary's here, but I mean, he does deserve it. Swung on a miss, strike 3. Because this is what we sign up for when we don't have kids or don't have family.
Yeah, that always bothered me. Like when I worked like my first job, like at the mall, was that I liked time and a half and everything, but I also want to do stuff, and I couldn't get days off really because everyone else who had kids and family got to like use that as a trump card.
Yeah, it's the life we sign up for by not having responsibilities and not reproducing anything. And how long that will be the case for me, I don't know. I don't really have the resources to start a family right now. You guys are my family. Butch Garrett swings and misses on 3 straight pitches for a strikeout.
Are you not hot wearing that, Jake? Like, you think I'm handsome? I mean, like, are you not warm? Like, it's warm here, and you got like a powder wig and a suit on. Style takes sacrifice. That's like the first thing that Tyler's ever said that I agree with.
And I disagree with it. I'd rather be comfortable than fashionable any day of the week. Nate Kowalski at the second at bat takes the first pitch for strike 1. As we are in the bottom of the 5th inning, and remember, the 6th inning is the final inning of regulation. If the Brewers hit a home run in the bottom of the 6th, it's game over. Unless somehow, some way, by the good grace of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, we score, Nate Kowalski strikes out there, and we shut them out in the bottom of the 6th. I guess anything is possible. We're going to the 6th right now, final inning of regulation, and this kid that enrages me at night is at the plate.
Now, I played youth sports. I played softball. I played volleyball. I played basketball. I've never, ever once heard a coach threatening us to make us clean the jock straps in the shed.
Well, you're a girl.
No, yeah, I'm a girl, but like, okay, like the athletic bras or something. I'd go do that.
Shut up, Jake. Terry Bone in with a 1-2 count, and someone has to corral you, Jake, with Gary being home. Pitch 2-2 on the inside.
How about comfortable and fashionable? They're not mutually exclusive. I like this girl. Nia C. That's a great point. I almost like see a lot of myself in her, the way she's crafting her thoughts.
Well, look, you got a new best friend. Like, I thought Tabitha was your best friend.
I am. She is. I can have 8 million best friends.
Then you just have friends.
I don't use that term loosely.
You just did.
No, I didn't. Look at the game. Vicky's up. Someone needs to corral you. I can't be corralled. I'm not golden. No, yeah, I am gold. So I can be corralled.
Okay, yeah, we don't say brand names on this channel. That's always been our policy. Pop up to the right side unless they pay us. Pay me. This will not be a double play, but we get the slower runner out, so that's actually addition by subtraction. First out in the inning. And I think, once again, we just got to test this arm of the catcher.
This one's for you, Teddy.
No, it's like, I mean, I don't have drip, and that's okay. I'm like 100 now. In millennial years, I'm like 100. So when you're 100, you don't have to care.
Over here.
Vicky makes it safe to second, and they still threw it to second, interestingly enough. And we'll consider a throw to steal at third. Why not? 1-0 to Luann Louis. This pitch should be outside. It is outside, and now the catcher wants to have a cannon, so we will step right back to second base.
Yeah, you do need to go. Terry always goes to the shed. That's right. But like, yeah, I didn't really play sport. I did like cheerleading, and dance, and we never had to clean the jock straps. You're both girls. You're not going to use them.
Well, it is 2024, so you never know. Full count now to Luann Louis. Let's not go there. We're trying to enjoy our Independence Day. High ball 4, so 2 runners are on base now for the Bombers, and I'm thinking about a double steal. Even with Luann's reduced speed, you would think the throw is going to go to third. This brings up Sydney Weber and a golden opportunity for the Bombers.
I'm gonna smash the ball out of here.
But still, but my point was there was never threat of a shed.
Yeah, I don't know. Gary's like old school in that way, and like, you know how like there's like this like toxic masculinity about, you know, being, you know, tough and facing tough punishments, and I can't imagine cleaning jock straps in a shed would be the most, you know, glorified task. The thing that for me, this pitch again, now the catcher is starting to get her confidence back, and we really got to be careful here. They already got 1 power up bat, and that power bat could be aluminum power for all we know. 2-0 the count on Sydney, and this pitch is inside for ball 3, and a walk would do just about the same thing. It would even put an extra runner on first too. Let's see on this 3-0 count if this is going to go outside. It is ball 4, and the bases are now loaded for the Bombers. I can only recall 1 or 2 times that happening.
And like a designated shed just for cleaning jock straps?
I would think there's other purposes like storage, but Mary Riley is going to come in now and pitch for the Brewers as I try to find the cooling pad plug, and her first pitch is a ball. Can't reach the outlet. I probably should have paused the game. 1-0. That's down the middle for a strike. Ugh.
You want them to lose. I don't. I don't have money on this game. I don't have money on any of these games. There's no way for me to win money on these games. 1 and 2 to Annie Frazier. Annie, come on, girl. We need you to do something here. Please. Just chop the ball and see what happens at home. So I'm gonna. Oh my gosh. I hate you, Jeremy. Don't say that. No, I don't, but like I do. In this context, I hate you. What happened to you saying you're loved? Different context. I want them to win this game. Okay? Strike. I do too, believe me. Can Billie Jean dunk one into right field? That pitch is... Like, what am I supposed to do with these pitches? 0-2 to Billie Jean Blackwood. Are we heading to extras? Well, no, we wouldn't be. We'd be going to the bottom half of the inning anyway. She's throwing inside. Let's open up the stance. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Scoreless game. Once again, because that's just always what happens. So I'm going to miss strike 3.
That's okay.
No, it's not.
I want to run anyway.
Now that comment would get her to the shed. Send her to the shed.
Let me hear your best, Gary Nuts.
That's going to... give me a minute.
We've got nothing but time unless a home run is hit here. Mary Riley is going to lead off the bottom of the 6th. Swings and misses at the first pitch, strike 1. On this Independence Day special, she's going to bunt with her high batting average. Maybe that's why it's high. 1 out. Oh, this plug doesn't want to stay in. There we go. No, we don't. At least we're pitching now. I can like take 2 seconds. Get out of the way. There's like a cord in the way of the socket. All right, that's better. Chrissy Mulligan, the second batter to hit in the inning, swings and misses at the first pitch, strike 1.
If that kid said it on my team, I'd send him to the shed and clean the jock straps.
That wasn't bad, considering your range, but that was still pretty terrible. And you're lucky Gary does not watch these live, if he's going to watch it at all. Smack to left field, opposite way. Vicky Kawaguchi moves in, and graceful as a swan, she makes the catch for the out. Brings in Brett Olson. That was the pitcher who just hit, right? Because like, she was moving slow as crap, and she's out of energy. This is why you don't use power pitches against the Bombers, of all people.
What did Tommy G. Anderson just say? He misses Gary.
Yeah, I like having Gary around too. But, you know, at the same time, it has been nice that we've had this rotation to give some people a day off. As an 0-2, now the 0-2 count on Brett Olson. Let's just fire one down the middle. That did not look like a strike, but I guess we'll take it.
I never get a day. Hold on. You're on days off. I've never had a day off. Me and you have been here every single game. It's only been Tabitha, Tanya, and Gary who have gotten the day off.
Have you asked for a day off? That's probably the first and foremost thing. Have you asked for a day off?
Several times.
I think the people just like you, Jake. I think you provide, analytical input that we don't really get from the ladies. That's nothing personal, the ladies. And Gary's just more like the execution guy.
I mean, yeah, I don't really go with, the analytics, but, like I said, I played softball and, know about just the basic, put a bunt down here, hit and run, things like that. And I'm just here because, I'm fun. You guys see my sparklers? It's a little warm over here because of them, but yes, I love the spirit.
I love the spirit too. I hope we don't cause a fire with those or burn your fingers. And oh my gosh, strikeout.
Boy, I messed up.
I messed up the second I decided to do this run. Show him how to do Gary. All right, hold on.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep my eye on the ball and knock the cover off of it.
Gotta channel my inner Gary.
Don't you do Gary?
If that kid would have strike out, I'd send him right to the shed to clean the jock straps.
How's it good, Mr. Garfield?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
But, you are... Never mind.
Stephanie Morgan takes the second pitch for a strike. That's nothing out of the ordinary. 0-2 on Stephanie. Can't wait for another strikeout. Let's see if that's going to be the case.
How humiliating.
What am I supposed to do?
It would be a strikeout either way.
Yeah, what? That's exactly the point.
Okay, I'm gonna hit this one. Okay?
Also, if you are not familiar with this series, the setting is on hard, the pitch locator is off, the swing spot is off, and I've been coming to terms that the reason why I was so good at this as a kid, may as well just swing at that, why not, was because of all those extra settings, which basically told you where the pitch was going. Ricky chops it back to the mound and is out. So we go, we already are in extra. It's the bottom of the seventh now.
Yeah, there was really, and also this is a game made for children. You want the challenge. If you still pick the strong hitters, you'd probably still be doing well.
Probably, but probably doesn't put sandwich on the table. Okay, fly ball right to center. It's not going to leave. Luann just takes a little step and catches it. That could have been the ball game, and it could still be the ball game right now because the computer animated child version of Ken Griffey Jr. steps to the plate on this 4th of July. Yeah, there's going to be plenty of real life, actual exciting baseball on today, but where are they at though? That's why you get your morning started on Sometimes Joey Plays in partnership with the Network of Sports Entertainment. And oh, by the way, there will be playoffs coming. Backyard football playoffs will be coming. In fact, now I'm getting word from our producers, meaning me pretending that there's a producer in my ear, for us to show that there will be coming up. Can someone throw it back? I can't believe it sits there that long until, We have a message from the Network of Sports Entertainment regarding the Little Monsters and their playoff berth.
The playoffs are coming to Nose.
Don't talk about playoffs.
Join Job Costas and Omar Sandwiches who'll have the call of the PFL postseason. Will the Monsters defy the odds and go all the way, or will some other team win and cause lasting trauma for all the players?
Oh no!
Subscribe and ring the bell to find out so you don't miss any of it. Football.
Super. I didn't expect the song to start again. Coast to coast. Easy to get anywhere. No, we're not doing that a second time. Go Monsters, says Keith Main. Yes, I'm excited for the postseason for the Little Monsters. They are the reason this channel even exists, honestly. They were the first run that we did, and little did I know that I would do 2 of their games, walk away from YouTube because I didn't have any expectations, and then come back 2 years later with the guidance of a very beloved friend of mine. Ball inside 1-2 to Jeremy Burnitz. And the Monsters, who are statistically the worst team you could pick in backyard football. Granted, one of them is a custom player who actually is good. Trey Ash is actually good. Swung on a missed strike 3 from Burnitz, and Kenny Kawaguchi has now 8 strikeouts on the day. Yeah, so the reason Nose is getting involved is because we're going to have a bit of like a hybrid broadcast. They're actually going to be doing play-by-play for us, and I think they're going to interject my mic'd up reactions. So that will be soon after the holiday. Hopefully next week. They haven't announced when the first game is. And you might be surprised at who the opponent is going to be for the Monsters. I think I know who it is. No, you don't. It's one of the backyard conference teams. Well, duh, of course. Like that's how playoffs work. Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. That was pretty good. Playoffs? What's playoffs? I'm kidding. I know what playoffs. I'm not that like that out of touch. You're out of touch. I'm out of time. Hall Notes, yeah, classic reference there. We got a lot of songs going today. Jeez, a lot of them like from the 80s. 2-2 the count to Vicky Kawaguchi. We're here in the top of the 8th on this 4th of July morning with no score still as we are approaching high noon. A bunt on 2 strikes by Vicky. The infield was in, and that's going to give them a little bit of an edge, I think, to get the out. And that brings up Luann Louis, whose deteriorated speed for today, the penalty or the cold day, whatever you want to call it, has hurt us. She usually does get on base, but with a drop in her speed, and I still don't know what always determines whether or not. I know some cases, as this bunt, you can just see her speed is not nearly as efficient. And that's the final out. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning, still with no score. The Brewers only have 1 hit. They only have 1 hit, and that was from the computer-animated child version of Ken Griffey Jr. I'm hearing noise outside. I'm hearing human beings. There is a community parade happening nearby. I guess we could have taken our talents out there, and well, if there was a parade, I would have gone to the parade. It's not that great. I don't care. It's a parade, and now I'm stuck here. Yeah, you're stuck here. We're all. It's not really stuck. We love each other. Chopper on the 0-2 pitch. Terry Bone easily gets it and throws it to first. That's about the only thing he does right, is throwing it to first. Butch Sherritt comes up, 2 strikeouts on the day. The Brewers are the last team to bat. They can win it with a run scoring. We did lose a walk-off game here earlier in the season to the computer backyard Tampa Bay Devil Rays, and Sherritt is already in a threat for the hat trick here. Let's see if Kenny can strike him out. The 0-2 pitch. Chopped on the opposite way. Who wants it? Billie Jean walks away from it, and Kenny's rolling all the way out into the outfield. Thanks, Billie Jean, for that. You're very lucky that you're on a playoff football team. Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. By the way, Jake, are you supposed to be any particular historical figure? No, I was a colonial townsperson number 4. Well, they had that many colonial townspeople? Yeah, we were like trying to represent a whole region at the time. Yeah, you're right. I just how many extras do you need? So you didn't have a speaking role in it? Joey, what do you think? It'd be crazy if you had reverse puberty, you had a soothed, seductive Jeremy voice, but now it's like this. Do you like my soothing voice? Nate Kowalski waiting for us to throw the next pitch. 0-1, swung on a miss for strike 2. And will Kenny send this to the top of the 9th inning with still no runs crossing the plate? He does just that.
Good.
He is good. Swung on a miss, strike 3. We ho. Yeah, ho. I'm talking about the gardening tool. Go to the top of the 9th inning. Good save. Right?
I'm gonna crush this one.
Yeah, the play was just I also kind of just did it because there was a girl I liked that worked on the set. Was it Tabitha? We didn't go to the same school. No, they didn't, and also
I don't know what's up with y'all backstories. The only person that has really got backstory is like Tanya, and that's because you do all those flashbacks.
Yeah, Jeremy, I should do another one this week.
Yeah, they're pretty good, and they're getting a lot of views on the shorts, which is awesome. Yeah, we got more shorts going on, and it's been fun making shorts out of these because we do have to talk so much throughout this whole thing to pass the time, and especially when your players are striking out so much. Annie Frazier coming up now. Can she hit one out? That center field is really shallow, and if anyone's going to do it, I think it's going to be her. First pitch is taken on the outside, ball one.
Go for it. See if she can hit the jockstrap shed.
I don't think that's the jockstrap shed. I think that's the Steel Family's personal shed. Wow, a fireball in there for strike one. And we're thinking about if we do reach the 10th inning, you know, we have those power-ups. We can only be so conservative with them. And we can only be so conservative with this player, Annie Frazier. That pitch is in there for a strike. 1-2 the count. She struck out with the bases loaded in her last at-bat. And she's going to get, okay, that's a ball. Knowing how things have been, I was anticipating that being called strike three. Can Annie Frazier put one out? Swung on and missed. Strike three. Billie Jean Blackwood comes up, also doing terrible.
One in the bleachers, you hear?
Put it in the bleachers. How about put it over the shed? First pitch in the right hook or the left hook, whatever. Strike one. Cheer up. Monsters are in the playoffs. Yes, Keith, they are. And that is like the only silver lining in this backyard series. I do look forward to us doing this again with a different team. I still like there to be a challenge because I think it's just not as exciting when you watch, you know, if I run every strong player. Billie Jean swings a jump for strike one. 2-1 the count on Billie Jean Blackwood. 2 outs in the top of the ninth. No score. The fireball comes in there, and how are you supposed to swing at that? I don't know. 2-2 the count. Now Butch Sheridan is going to come on because Mary Riley is now out of juice. I don't know whether or not that works to our advantage. But now a zigzagger or crazy ball or whatever. She makes contact, but her being able to reach base is going to be tough. The throw to first is in time, and I think in the original Backyard Baseball, you got a power up just for making contact. That is not the case here in 2001.
Now you have to reach base.
Okay, the name of the game is don't lose the game right now and get to the 10th. Another high fly ball to center by Mary Riley, and it sounded good, but it is not going to go past Luann, who makes the catch in front of the gate for the first out. The reason you have to be considerate of when to use those screaming line drives is because, you know, you want to have a speedster on base. So what? It's going to be Stephanie, Terry, and then Vicky. Someone want to get that? Someone want to get that? Is now rule foul. Because putting Terry Bone on base does not really help us. And you'd like to be able to use the power bat if possible when there's a runner on base. Strikeout. Another strikeout for Kenny Kawaguchi. He's now in double digits for strikeouts. As Brett Olson, the guy who had the walk-off touchdown against the Bombers, or the Monsters, excuse me. He played for the Bombers in football. Kenny throw out to first, and Brett Olson's got some speed, and the winning run is on base. Only the second hit of the game for the Bombers. Uh-oh, I put the defense back. Put the defense back. I like that idea. No doubles defense, no whatever. There are 2 outs, though, on the inning, so let's see. Liner to sort of center. Stephanie Morgan is the monkey in the middle. But oh, you know, the game. Come on, I in between the two of them. Oh boy, we just got canceled. We just got canceled. It was nice while it lasted, Jeremy. You screwed up. We're all animals here, I guess. I hope people know what I meant by that. Kenny Kawaguchi is up and now has an even count, 1-1. I don't know if he's worth using the screaming line drive on, but there's a pitch in there outside for ball 2. I actually think it's not a bad idea, but I'd really rather have somebody on base so you know you can score. Kenny fouls that off. 2-2. But I remember we had a game earlier in the season where we held onto our power-up bat and then ended up losing in the bottom half of that same inning. A pop-up to the left side. Is it going to drop? It will be caught for the first out. If it dropped, it was going to be foul anyway. Stephanie Morgan is up, and really in the bottom half of the order, she is probably the faster out of all of us.
As you can
We
tell,
know what
I've
you meant.
modeled my
It's
stamp
cool.
off the great Babe Ruth.
Just be careful. You might want to change your name and address.
Yeah, I've always considered that. First pitch high for ball 1. And again, you know, the screaming line drive is there, but it doesn't do anything if the next batter can't bring you home. I need water. It is hot. Tanya's sparklers, which have been magically going on throughout the entire broadcast, is adding some heat here.
They're fire.
2-1, Stephanie Morgan, chopper. I mean, she's got some speed. Can she beat these pitchers' throw? There's no one covering first. I think that's the other pitcher who is now on first base. There is a base runner. There is a base runner. And Ricky Johnson comes up. And I think I would really want to see, once again, let's test the arm of the catcher
Okay.
and see if we can get
I'm gonna
Stephanie into
hit this
scoring
one.
position
Okay.
before we even consider using the screaming line drive. Over 3 today is Ricky Johnson. He only has like 1 or 2 hits on the year. And that throw, I don't feel confident with Stephanie running. She's not that fast. Excuse me. But I'd be willing to try a bunt or a grounder to chop it. High ball 1. Very high ball 1. 1-1 the count on Ricky Johnson. Top of the 10th inning. Our power-up bat is now eligible for use. But share it all over the place. You want to try steal again?
See what happens.
Just don't get thrown out. That pitch is in there for a strike. Nope, I don't feel... Oh! That was a close one. The pitcher cut it off and threw it back to first. That was close. Oh, that could have been an even worse situation, and a freezer ball for the strikeout, and we now have 2 outs in the inning, and that's going to bring up Terry Bone, and I don't want to waste. If it were one of the the wacky bunts or whatever, oh boy, we have a bot entering the chat now. Welcome, that's our first one of the day. First pitch to Terry Bone, strike 1. Tanya, I'm going to pause the game. Tanya, would you like to read the bot chat?
I'd be honored. Okay. Boney Alert P. Hello. Sorry for bothering you. I want to offer promotion of your channel. Viewers, followers, views, chatbot. He admits he's a chatbot. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best. Flexible and convenient order management panel, chat panel, everything is in your hands. A huge number of custom settings. Go to Streamrise. Jeremy, you should do it. Cap. I love that it admits it's a bot it basically admits it's a bot right in the message.
Oh man, I hope that, well, I mean, that's over on Twitch, so I don't know if that helps the analytics on YouTube at all, but I guess it's nice to see it in the chat. I guess that kind of means we've made it, but not really, because we know everyone gets those. I'm used to getting those on Kick more than anything. All right, Terry Bone makes contact, but his slow poke behind is going to, Steffi's the one who's going to get thrown out. So we go to the bottom half of the 11. We did not use the power-up bat in the 10th inning. We're hoping to use it in the 11th. That is if we get to the 11th. We still have to get there. Ken Griffey Jr., the computer-animated version of Ken Griffey Jr., comes to the plate and is ready, and he's going to bunt it. I think they have a bat power-up that they haven't used yet, but they don't use it here. And the throw is on to first for the first out of the bottom half of the 10th inning. Bringing up Jeremy Burnitz. Happy 4th of July. We're now in the PM segment of the day. I'm sure people are getting lunch together. Glizzies, potato salad, chips, ribs, wings. I'm sure Gary's having some ribs and whiskey. And don't forget the whiskey. Jamon coming in to express his detection of the bot. 1-1, the pitch, low inside, ball 2.
You used to sing Jamon on your Pokemon streams.
You been watching them?
Yeah, I like having them on in the background.
Thank you, Tabitha. Appreciate that. 2-1 to Jeremy Burnitz. The pitch is swung and a miss very late for strike 2. Vicky, Luann, and Sydney will lead off the top of the 11th, barring the Brewers scoring. 3-2, swung and a miss. Another strikeout for Kenny Kawaguchi. That's 11 on the day, 70 pitches. And we can always rely on Kenny to make these games go late.
A lot of whiskey. He also likes my wine, Sunsleep. Sunsleep by Tanya. It tastes good and it goes great with ribs.
That's true. Yeah, he, you know, I think men feel like drinking wine is too girly or something, and that was the perfect person you could get to do that read for you. Oh, the infield probably should have stayed in. Can Kenny get this over in time? Oh, a little throwing mistake there, but he collects himself and throws it on for the final out. We're heading to the 11th inning, and we are hoping that this is the inning we score. And the question is, do we want to use it for Luann? I think if we're lucky, you'll get to use it more than one time. Here comes Vicky. Let's see if she can hit this one. To left center field. It's going to go all the way back, and there's a glitch. Ken Griffey Jr. isn't running. This is going to be an inside the park home run. We're going to get a glitch. We're going to get a home run on a glitch. Now the left fielder decides to finally run, but Vicky is running at full speed. She's going to reach home, and the Bombers have a run. It might have been by way of a power at bat, but who the fudgicle cares? The Bombers score.
Yay. And it's fudgicle.
No, it's fudgicle.
You said fudgicle. It's supposed to be fudgicle. Pretty sure that's a fudgesicle, but words and letters have meaning. Yeah! Lost my voice from that scene earlier.
We will take it by any means necessary, as a rapper once said, and we will take it. Now, again, we still have to actually win this game. We still have one more. Let's let Luann use it, but her speed is not nearly as fast today. In fact, she's got to be careful here. Get on base, Luann. She does, and reaches base, so the Bombers have another runner on base, but I believe that'll be it for the power-up. So this is why I instilled the mercy rule for that, because now I don't feel guilty using it. Come on, we're in the top of the 11th inning. And not only that, we prevented our opponent from scoring. So, I mean, come on. This ball is going to be loose. A little wild throw right there, but again, Luann is slowed down a bit. She does make it to second safely, so okay. We got something cooking.
What, like glizzies?
Not yet. Afterwards, we'll have celebration. I have a lot of leftover tacos from last night.
Ooh, tacos on 4th of July? They're very going against the grain of American culture, but I guess tacos are always good. Tacos are always good, especially with ginger ale. The beverage. And my cat.
Yeah, that got a lot of views. The you explaining your logic behind naming your cat after a beverage.
It's the best beverage, especially if you get that glitter off of like online store and you put it in there and it makes it all sparkly.
I have my lady friend has done that. I've seen that.
You have a lady friend?
Let's not get too into that.
Are you jealous? Maybe.
Yeah, this is getting weird. Well, I know how we feel when you like try to flirt with these two. Come on now. We're both fictional animated characters. It's a cat and a giraffe. At least it's not like, you know, same family or whatever. This is getting weird. Okay, Luann is trying to run to third on this base hit on the grounder, and even with her reduced speed, she makes it to third, and that is a close call because they could have gotten a power up out of a double play there.
Joey's a handsome fella.
Thank you.
You hear?
He's really like, everyone at home, he's really like complimenting himself right now.
What's that?
Nothing, just like talking about my new talk show. It's a new episode tomorrow.
Yeah, you're really overdue for an episode.
Are you gonna eat that hot dog? It's been in your like hand the whole time.
Oh, I forgot I was here. I forgot to eat sometimes when I get so hyper-focused. 2-0 the count on Billie Jean Blackwood. The Bombers have a 1-0 lead here on this Independence Day special. Happy 4th of July once again to all those out there in the universe, even if you are not of the United States. It's a good day because the Bombers are in position to win. Nothing's guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed when your team is butt juice. Called strike 2, full count to Billie Jean Blackwood. Can she push this run across for an insurance run? Full count. Chop foul. I was expecting a swing and a miss, honestly.
Just want to say real quick, Jeremy, there's 18 likes on this. Wow. Wow.
Nice. Ball 4. Thank you, everyone, for your support. I really appreciate it. We all appreciate it.
Big J was saying line drive.
Yeah, that's kind of been the... And sorry, I apologize, chat, if I don't see your chat right away. I try to keep as many window options as possible, but the game does take up a vast majority of the screen. We've tried line drive pretty much all season because they don't have enough power for power. And as I've learned throughout the season, these different fields have different properties. That pitch is inside for strike 1. And for instance, in Tin Can Alley, grounder is actually your best option because that ball bounces like crazy. High ball 2 to Kenny Kawaguchi. And we also picked whatever venue field was going to be to our most disadvantage, and that's Sandy Flats, because the ball just stops. It doesn't really get any distance. Kenny now back against the wall, 2-2 to count with 2 outs. Top of the 11th inning. Bombers hoping to close out the deal for their 3rd win of the season in the bottom half. Chop. Luann's going to at least run for home. You never know, but they're going to get Billie Jean out at second. And we go to the bottom half of the 11th. Last chance for the Backyard Brewers, as Kenny Kawaguchi, with 71 pitches and all these strikeouts, is going to try to close it out.
Let's go, K-Man.
Yeah, the MVP of this team. Bombers are going to go no doubles defense. First pitch of the 11th, swung on strike 1 to Butch Sherrod with 2 strikeouts on the game. 2 of Kenny's 11. 0-1 the pitch. Strike 2. Now, I mean, I'm excited, but the reason I'm not as excited or not as lively as that one in Tin Can Alley, we got that without a... No, Vicky got on base with the power-up, but then we had to bring her home without it, so a little different there. 1-2 the count to Butch Sherrod. Bottom of the 11th inning. Chopped away foul, stays alive. Be sure to enjoy many of your other baseball today. And please, if you haven't, give a like, give a comment, give a subscribe. Strike 3, call. 12 strikeouts in the game for Kenny Kawaguchi. We do other stuff on this channel here. Sometimes Joey plays, and sometimes those include things like, cartoons, I guess. I mean, I guess technically this is a cartoon. Nate Kowalski lines it right back to Kenny for the 2nd out, and 1 out away from the 3rd win of the season. The Bombers might still be in playoff contention, but I mean the magic number really is 1. But if this is in fact our final game of this run, we'd love to see it end with a win. Mary Riley, who's at first, I believe was the starting pitcher of this game, hitting .392, swings and misses at the first pitch. First strike 1. Kenny, still a lot of energy left in that juice box. Down 0-2. Brewers down to their final strike. Paid attendance of 0 on their feet. The 0-2. Riley, close stance. Swings and misses for the final out. And that is the ball game. The Bombers get their win on this 4th of July Independence Day special. A final score of 1-0. And the Bombers win it after a tough, brutal loss last time around. 1-0 the final on this Independence Day, a performance that would make the Founding Fathers proud. And being that we're in the city where America was invented, it was a great, great game. And let's go around the horn. 1-0 was the final. I'm not even going to take a look at whether or not the actual, if the Backyard Tigers won. Let's just update our screen to reflect the final. The Bombers go to 3-8. The Brewers to 4-7. If you had the YRU betting lines, I mean that one, the run line was kind of a pretty much a softball there, a meatball really, but the under also was pretty soft there. So you guys win some fictitious money if you place that bet. And you know what? I think we have to at least see. Let's at least go back because I like having the background music in the background. The Tigers did win their game, I think, for all intents and purposes. That the Bombers are eliminated from postseason contention. I'm just going to presume that is the case. I don't know how mathematically they can get around it. Let's go around the horn for our closing thoughts before we sign off of this Independence Day special. Let's start with Tabitha.
The key for this team has always been pitching and defense. Even on days where I think we had maybe 2 or 3 players who weren't Kenny pitching. And that's been that. You mentioned when you were starting up this run that the team is still going to have some sort of advantage because that's just how baseball works. You have 9 players, and a lot of baseball players, if they're weak in one aspect, they're very strong somewhere else. Kenny's an amazing pitcher, and if there was a way to have free agents in backyard baseball, I'm sure he would get a nice contract somewhere. Jake, over to you. I will admit this costume is getting a little warm now. Now, it's funny. What have you noticed? Have you noticed a coincidence? Coincidence these nuts in your mouth? No. Gary wasn't here today, and Gary wasn't here the last time the Bombers won, so I think Gary needs to be fired. That's not happening. Yeah, that's not happening. That's not happening. But he gets to enjoy the day off, that's for sure. And Tanya, any closing thoughts from you? A hot dog is a hot dog, not a sandwich. And No More Time with Tanya tomorrow. Okay, cool. This has been fun. I'm happy to spend my holiday with you. I can't wait to eat this hot dog that's been sitting in my hand this whole time. Look, reheat the taco meat? I want to make the tacos. Yeah, let's do that too. Yes, tacos. Okay, well, for Jake Summer, for Tabitha, and for Tanya, my name is Joey. You've been watching the Independence Day special of Backyard Baseball on Sometimes Joey Plays in partnership with the Network of Sports Entertainment. And we're going to sign off once more with that preview of the Backyard Football Little Monsters and their upcoming postseason. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the fireworks, be safe, and eat lots of glizzies. Glizzy!
The playoffs are coming to Nose.
Don't talk about playoffs.
My sandwiches will have the call of the BFL postseason. Will the Monsters defy the odds and go all the way, or will some other team win and cause lasting trauma for all the players?
Oh no!
Subscribe and ring the bell to find out so you don't miss any of it. Football.